Shit.
For real.
What happens when loyalty turns into betrayal, and legends clash with rising stars? Floyd "Money" Mayweather, the undefeated icon who redefined boxing, is facing one of his most explosive challenges yet, not from a fighter in the ring, but from someone he once called family. Davis, the prodigy Mayweather groomed for fame, has gone from protege to rival, and this time, it's personal. At the heart of the chaos is Calvin Ford, Tank's former coach and the man who shaped his career. Now, he's teaming up with Floyd under Mayweather Promotions. A public feud between Floyd and Tank escalated into a fiery argument that exploded into an all-out brawl, leaving the boxing world stunned. This isn't just about a fight, it's a battle for power, legacy, and control. Buckle up, because this story is packed with drama, punches, and shocking revelations. It all started with a business choice, or betrayal, depending on who you ask. Calvin Ford, the coach who stuck by Gervonta, Tank Davis through thick and thin, recently made headlines by joining Mayweather Promotions. While the move seemed strategic for Calvin, it felt like a knife in the back for Tank.
Man, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. Hit you, everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
Why? Because Calvin isn't just any coach, he's the man who helped turn Tank into a knockout artist. From the gritty gyms of Baltimore to sold-out stadiums, Calvin and Tank were an unbreakable duo. But now, Ford's allegiance with Floyd has caused a ripple effect no one could have anticipated.
You, as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him, you're training him all the time, you know him, both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Tank has always been vocal about his rocky relationship with Floyd, accusing him of being controlling and dismissive of his growth. Adding Calvin to Floyd's camp felt like the ultimate insult, and Tank wasn't about to stay silent about it.
Man, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And hit you, everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
The confrontation between Floyd and Tank started at a public charity event in Las Vegas, which was meant to be a peaceful gathering but quickly turned into a spectacle. Tank confronted Floyd in front of the crowd, calling him out for signing Calvin Ford to his team. Davis allegedly shouted, "You took the one person who had my back. You can't stand to see me win without you." Floyd, never one to back down, snapped back, "I made you, Tank. Don't forget who gave you this stage. You think Calvin's going to help you beat me? Keep thinking." As the fight escalated, the crowd grew tense. Witnesses described the exchange as explosive, with both men shouting over each other. Tank accused Floyd of ruining his career out of jealousy, while Floyd claimed Tank was ungrateful for everything he'd done for him. No surprises there. Floyd has always been vocal about how ungrateful he thinks Tank is.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all.
It didn't take long for the verbal battle to turn into a physical fight. Things took a violent turn when Tank pushed Floyd, and all hell broke loose. Members of both camps jumped in to separate the two, but it wasn't long before punches started flying. Video from the incident shows Tank swinging at one of Floyd's team members, while Floyd himself was held back by security.
I ain't no fucking cat, motherfucker. I ain't no motherfucker. Bitch, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker. You crazy? I know the fuck you nigga playing with. I don't play no motherfucking haste. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up.
Calvin Ford, who was present at the event, tried to calm the situation but ended up becoming a target of Tank's anger. "You're a loser," Tank yelled at his old coach. The fight lasted several chaotic minutes before security broke them up. No one was badly injured, but the damage had been done, both to their reputations and their already fractured relationship.
Sit down and talk to him one-on-one, saying what his mental at. Whatever he want to do, I just prepare him for it mentally, you know what I'm saying?
In the aftermath of the fight, Tank took to Instagram Live to address the issue, speaking directly to his fans. He didn't hold back. "Floyd's always been about power. He can't stand that I'm doing my own thing." Tank also suggested that his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach had been overshadowed by the drama. "I should be focused on my next fight, but instead, I'm dealing with this mess. They are trying to break me, but I'm built for this." This feud between Floyd and Tank is more than just personal, it's a clash of ideas. Floyd represents the old guard, a methodical businessman who controls every part of his empire. Tank, on the other hand, is part of a new breed of fighters who value independence and authenticity. As the dust settles, one question looms large: what does this mean for Tank's future with Calvin Ford now in Floyd's corner? Tank faces a unique challenge. Not only is he up against Lamont Roach in his next fight, but he's also battling the narrative that he can't win without his old team. Let's talk about this fight for a second. Lamont Roach is no joke. There's a lot on the line here. Gervonta Davis is the king of knockouts, and his record speaks for itself. He's perfect, with a ridiculous number of stoppages. Most recently, we all remember that brutal body shot that crumpled Ryan Garcia like a lawn chair. Tank doesn't just knock people out, he makes a statement every time he steps into the ring.
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is, Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shaver was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of competition.
Yeah,
He's doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank...
It's what makes this fight so interesting. Tank is coming in as the big favorite, but let's be real, this isn't just about winning for him. It's about showing the world that he's still at the top, that nobody in the division can touch him. But hey, you know what this means. All the heat is going to be on him. Now, Roach might not have the one-punch knockout power that Tank does, but he's a master of the strategic side of boxing. He's a counterpuncher with amazing footwork and knows how to frustrate aggressive fighters like Davis. Roach has been studying Tank's style, and during the face-off, he made it clear that he's not here to be just another highlight on Tank's reel.
That is feeling like anyone has any fucking ability to even stick to a subject is killing me. The inability to bend humility. Under the back hole. Get it on the freaking minute. Got me thinking of finishing everything with a seed a minute. Then reaping the benefits. I'm asleep in the quillican. And I'm thinking about an evil intent of another beat. I'm killing it. Cause even if I gotta end up needing a pill, it can even get me.
With Calvin Ford out of the picture, it's going to be interesting to see how Tank handles this fight with a new coach. Yep, Tank has a new boss, Derek James. This guy knows his stuff, and get this, Derek James has a past with Tank. James actually trained Frank Martin, Tank's latest opponent. Now, this is where things get wild. Derek James has been studying Tank for a while. He knows how he fights, but instead of trying to figure out ways to stop Tank, he's now been called upon to train him for his next fight.
Man, he's a good fighter, yeah. He was a Golden Gloves champ from Indianapolis, right? That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah. Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like, I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad. If you're gonna add one.
How old is he?
I think he's like 26.
Okay.
So he's still young.
Yes, young.
Yeah. Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our 3rd fight together. So you got to understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, the growth process, he's gonna be amazing. Yeah. Listen, he may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon. So
I was gonna say I wouldn't mind watching him and Gervonta Davis.
Yeah, the same way. Yeah.
Like
they've sparred before the same way. Yeah, same way.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before. Yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know. I went. Yeah. I wasn't there.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I like him. I like him as an individual. Man, I like him. I know him. And I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
But most of the guys there. Gervonta, I think, will be probably...
From Ford to James, it's only a matter of time before we find out if this is an upgrade or a downgrade for Tank. Calvin Ford's decision to join Mayweather Promotions has been a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's a chance to work with one of the best minds in boxing. On the other hand, it's cost him his relationship with Tank. We've come a long way from Ford sticking by Tank and talking down on Floyd to now joining Floyd's team.
The thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. And I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to be built itself. You know, but again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said, they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. 'Cause they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows.
So, why would Calvin Ford, who has always stood by Tank, make this quick jump? Ford has been surprisingly quiet about it, but insiders reveal that he sees this as a unique opportunity for his career.
Got trainer of the year when Floyd was fighter of the year. Yeah. His dad never got trainer of the year. So, you know, I've been openly expressing that. And I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Floyd's empire is massive, and joining Mayweather Promotions opens doors to more fighters, more visibility, and a shot at bigger matches than Ford could have ever dreamed of.
His lifestyle, he may be friends with the guy that fights that fights in the main event, but he can't live the same lifestyle that the main event fighter lives.
This isn't just about leveling up in his job. Word on the street is that Ford might be feeling some type of way about Tank, especially after all the chaos lately. From legal drama to courtroom appearances, and Tank's rollercoaster personal life making headlines, signing with Mayweather Promotions could be Ford's way of moving forward with a professional team that offers him more security, something Tank hasn't always been able to provide.
Sleep on hands behind your box.
You got handcuffs?
Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask him, dog.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay, listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't.
So how's Tank taking all of this? Not well, shocker. Sources close to him say he feels straight up betrayed, seeing Ford officially siding with Floyd over him. Tank was already heated over whispers that Ford was slipping Floyd private training tips, and now with this signing, it's like pouring salt on a fresh wound. As the feud between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the boxing world has never seen drama like this. What started as a professional disagreement has turned into a full-blown war, with careers and legacies hanging in the balance. But you have to wonder, what really soured things between Tank and Floyd? These two used to be super tight. So what happened? Let's break it down.
Have a chance to focus 100% on boxing. You know, one day you're worried about the position that your family is in. You're worried about your living condition.
Floyd Mayweather reportedly hired guys to jump Tank during his runs. Yep, at one time, Tank was helpless, and Floyd bounced. It gets worse. Floyd spied on him and even tipped off Tank's own opponent, Frank Martin, about his whereabouts. Having worked with Tank for years, Floyd knew all his moves and shared them with Frank Martin too. That deception hit Tank hard, and let's just say he didn't take it lightly.
No, he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situation.
Here's the kicker: Tank dropped a big bombshell. Let's unpack this. We all know Floyd Mayweather is a boxing legend, but he's also extremely protective, especially about his family. His daughter, Yaya Mayweather, has been in the news for all the wrong reasons, including her rollercoaster relationship with NBA YoungBoy. And now, there's even more drama brewing, and it's juicy.
Yeah. We were having a simple conversation that happened to be on live, and I said what I...
Enter Gervonta, Tank Davis, Floyd's star prodigy who's been dominating in the ring. But lately, it seems Tank's been making news for more than just his punches. Rumor has it, he and Yaya Mayweather had a little something going on, a secret affair. And who dropped this bombshell? None other than Ryan Garcia.
I already knew about all that. Once Gervonta fucked Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not even that's not something I'm exposing.